Singapore now has tougher laws to better protect large-scale events from terrorism. It's also strengthened its position on foreign interference in domestic politics.
Now, this follows the passing of amendments to the Public Order Act in Parliament today. Lok Kok Fai with the story.
When it comes to divisive and controversial events like Pink Dot, the government's long-standing position is that foreign interference is not welcome. Under amendments to the Public Order Act, a public assembly or procession with political goals may be refused a permit should there be reasonable grounds to believe that it is organised by foreigners or involves non-Singaporean participation. Such events would include those promoting the interests of political parties or groups, or those seeking to influence policies or decisions of any government.
Singapore citizens, entities can continue to apply for and be granted permits for assemblies, processions directed towards political ends, as long as none of the other grounds which already exist in the Public Order Act are there.
The impact of the move on civil society was subject to much debate from MPs.
With society evolving, topics that were once deemed contentious or taboo have, with time, become necessary conversations. Who decides when a matter becomes a matter of public controversy? Will it be an independent panel set up to make these decisions? Efforts to promote such conversations should not be penalized.
The term political end has very broad definition, as mentioned by the Minister just now. For instance, a public panel discussions on animal abuse featuring Singaporeans and foreign experts can be considered as directed towards a political end.
Why don't we have confidence that our people can organize and take part in civic activities? Look at Pink Dot. Last year, my ministry made it clear that we will not agree to foreign participation. Now, as a government, we do not take a position for or against Pink Dot. And if you look at the media, Singapore companies have stepped up. The point is, this is a matter for Singaporeans, Singapore companies, Singapore entities to discuss, without involvement of foreign culture wars.
Mr Shanmugam said much of Singapore's success to date lay in public trust of the authorities and the vesting of discretionary powers in them. He added that should there be an abuse of power, a highly educated population would hold the authorities to account.
The bill also seeks to strengthen the protection for large-scale events against security threats. Organisers of public events with more than 5,000 people may be required by the police to have mandatory security measures in place.
Terrorists have imposed a cost on society, and the government and the taxpayer is paying the cost. At the same time, business owners, event organizers will have to bear a part of this cost.
Under changes to the Public Order Act, organisers must notify the police if they expect large crowds. For public events, this means more than 5,000 people, and for private invitation-only events, it's 10,000. The police commissioner will be empowered to declare events special events. These are assessed to be higher risk or where a large turnout is expected.
Organisers will have to work with the police to determine what additional security measures are needed. These may include placing barricades or engaging security officers. It would be a criminal offence if they fail to do so, but according to one expert, it's not enough to just place security measures before and during the event.
What happens after the event is also critical because people are still in large numbers and then they are dispersing from the event, and that could also be a vulnerable situation if we're not careful. So the procedures still have to run throughout from start to end.